She's the best mom. We need her. Just come home. Anybody that sees her, contact anything. I don't care who you contact.
Tonight, the baby's father is pleading for their safe return. The mom and newborn have been missing now for more than 38 hours.
CBS Austin's Melanie Barden is live in South Austin near their home with an interview you'll only see on CBS Austin. Melanie?
Well, 33-year-old Heidi Broussard and her 2-week-old daughter, Margot Carey, have been missing since yesterday morning. Today, investigators were out here behind her apartment complex all afternoon, and just a few hours ago, the baby's father, Shane Carey, broke down for us a timeline of their disappearance.
I love you. Just please come home. We miss you.
Shane Carey is pleading for help finding his newborn daughter Margot and her mother Heidi Broussard. This photo shows Broussard dropping off her son at school at around 7:30 Thursday morning. According to Austin police, it was the last place she was seen.
I went to work and I talked to her at 8 o'clock, and it's the last time I talked to her.
Shane says when he got back home from work at 2 Thursday, she and the baby were nowhere to be found. He tells us when his son's school called asking for someone to pick up the boy, he knew something wasn't right.
And I went and picked up my son, and then she wasn't home again, so then that's whenever I just called the police.
Shane says nothing in their apartment was out of place.
Like her car, everything's at the house, everything. The baby stuff, everything. Nothing's gone except for her and the baby.
CBS Austin reached out to several friends and family members Friday. Broussard's co-workers at Cracker Barrel in Buda say she'd been off work since having her baby. Austin police are asking anyone with information on the disappearances to call 911.
If you see an awesome mom with a baby walking around or in a suspicious van or car or anything that looks suspicious, just please give somebody a call.
First, let's start with Melanie Barden. Melanie, Heidi's parents tell you there is no way she made the decision to leave.
Yeah, police really right now are leaving no stones left unturned. We've seen investigators out here at her apartment complex for most of the day today. And one thing I noticed was that her car is still there in her apartment complex parking lot. I also saw there was a grocery list on her car's dashboard. Those are just some of the reasons her parents tell me there's no way Heidi left and took her baby with her voluntarily.
We won't give up hope. We won't let go because we do believe they're coming home.
Tammy and David Broussard are desperate for answers. Their only child, 33-year-old Heidi Broussard, and her newborn daughter Margot Carey have been missing since Thursday morning. According to Austin police, they were seen dropping Heidi's son off at school and are believed to have come back to their South Austin apartment. Heidi and Margot haven't been seen or heard from since.
Anything is possible at this point, and we're working down every angle.
For the first time, Austin police gave an on-camera update to the case Tuesday. When asked if they're looking into the people closest to Heidi,
I talked to her at 8 o'clock, and it's the last time I talked to her.
Police said right now there are no people of interest.
It's possible that Heidi and Margot have left on their own accord. It's also possible that there may be something nefarious or foul play involved, and to be honest, we don't know the answer to that question.
But Heidi's parents tell us she would never leave her son. Her car remains in the parking lot of her apartment complex.
As far as her leaving on her own accord, no. You can't make me believe that in 1,000 years. Definitely, I mean, something's not
definitely
right.
wrong.
Tuesday afternoon, FBI agents were seen combing through the entire area around her apartment, speaking with neighbors, some who the Broussards say have provided clues as to what happened. The Broussards, who are in Austin from Louisiana, say they're not leaving until Heidi and Margot come home.
We love you, baby, and
We're
you
waiting.
and Margot.
We're waiting to see them again.
I did ask the Broussards what they think happened here, and they told me that right now they can't focus on all the different possibilities and scenarios, and they are asking people on social media to keep personal theories about this case to yourself. Police are also saying if you have any tips, don't just post it on social media, but make sure to turn it in to Austin Police. And of course, if you see Heidi, if you see Margot, call 911 immediately.
Tonight, the search continues for a missing Austin woman and her infant baby.
Heidi Broussard and Margot Carey have been missing for nearly a week now. CBS Austin's Melanie Barden is live outside their South Austin apartment complex with all the latest tonight. Melanie?
Now, today we saw FBI agents back out here at Heidi Broussard's apartment complex, knocking on doors, talking to people, in some cases going inside people's apartments. Investigators and community members right now searching for any clues that will lead them to Heidi Broussard and Margot Carey.
Being in the building, it's suspenseful. It's, you know, you never know what's going to happen.
Taylor Reardon lives 2 floors down from Heidi Broussard's apartment. She and her newborn baby Margot Carey have been missing for almost a week. Police say they came home after dropping Heidi's son off at school Thursday morning, but no one's seen them since.
I mean, you hear this stuff on the news, you hear it on social media, whatever, and you go outside and it's in your backyard. It's a whole nother aspect of the game.
Now in Reardon's backyard, FBI agents are combing the area, knocking on doors, including his.
They did their flashlight thing. They looked around, you know, just checking in closets, stuff like that. Trying to make sure that there was nothing hidden, anything strange out of the ordinary.
People living on the opposite side of the fence behind the complex say FBI agents have also checked out their yards, searching for evidence along the fence line. With no answers and dropping temperatures, community members are taking it upon themselves to search for Heidi and Margot. We spoke with one search organizer, Sarah, over the phone. She says people are ready and willing to help this weekend if needed.
You know, the police were asking for the community's help because they didn't really have a lot of leads.
But right now, Austin police tell us a community search is likely not helpful at this stage. But as Heidi and Margot's disappearance stretches into week 2, people across the country are desperate to see them come home.
You know, everybody at the moment is on their toes, you know.
And here's a look at the tip line number. If you have any information about Heidi Broussard and Margot Carey, call this number. It's specified for this case specifically, and we did reach out to Austin Police today for any updates, anything we can provide and get out there. They told us they have no updates for us. Reporting live, Melanie Barden, CBS Austin News.
Breaking news we have been bringing you live all morning. A bombshell dropped in the local missing mom and baby case that is gripping hearts nationwide.
The investigation taking a tragic and shocking turn no one saw coming, moving from South Austin to 160 miles away to Houston.
And that's where we find Melanie Barden, who is in Harris County. And Melanie, you are outside a house that has now become a centerpiece in this case.
Yeah, multiple reports this morning are saying that missing Austin mother, Heidi Broussard, was found dead right here in this home in northwest Harris County. Now, the good news, if there is any good news, is that her infant child, Margot Carey, was found alive here. She was taken to the hospital where local station KTRK is reporting that she's doing all right. Now, KTRK was out here all day yesterday. They did get exclusive video of the backyard of this home where police were focused on a car. It was a gray Nissan, and we now know that Nissan is registered to one of Heidi Broussard's good friends. A lot more information we're waiting on this morning, but we do know that police have some people in custody related to this case. We'll bring you the latest as we get it. Reporting live in Houston, Melanie Barden, CBS Austin This Morning.
New tonight, shocking new details in the disappearance and death of Austin mother Heidi Broussard. A newly unsealed affidavit reveals what led investigators to her body and her baby at Heidi's friend's home.
CBS Austin's Melanie Barden breaks down how the case unraveled.
A 9-page affidavit reveals eye-opening details in the disappearance of Heidi Broussard and her newborn daughter, Margot Carey. According to police, personal surveillance video shows Megan Firamuska's car at Heidi's apartment complex the morning the two went missing. Firamuska was Heidi's longtime friend and was in the delivery room the day Margot was born, claiming to be 37 weeks pregnant herself. Heidi's friend Marie remembered their relationship in a recent vigil.
Heidi spoke a lot about her, and it was really strange because Heidi would tell me that And it's crazy how me and my best friend are pregnant at the same time, and we both have the same due date.
The affidavit says Heidi's fiance's father told police that Fieramuska insisted on holding the baby just after the birth. Witnesses also identified Fieramuska at Heidi's apartment complex the day she was last seen.
It was a bad dream that I'm still trying to wake up from.
Court documents say investigators eventually confronted the man Fieramuska lived with in Houston. He told police he and Fieramuska broke up in March around the time she got pregnant with their child. When shown a picture of missing baby Margot, he said, quote, "That's the baby at my house." Fieramuska told investigators the baby was hers, claiming she delivered at a birthing center with no family present, but couldn't remember the name of the center. Eventually, police found Heidi's body in a black duffel bag in Fieramuska's trunk and her baby Margot alive in the home.
It's overwhelming, really.
Melanie Barden, CBS Austin News.